This week on Vegas Revealed, get your groove on. DiscoShow debuts at the Link. Prepare to boogie like it's 1975.
And maybe the future of Vegas entertainment is without seats.
U2 is back at the Sphere in a concert experience like no other. We went on opening night and spoke with the man behind the camera of this immersive film.
This is different from any other concert film that you've ever seen or will see.
Find out what blew us away the most.
Wu-Tang Clan is back in town with more shows.
And every night that we performed at the Virgin Theater, it was sold out. And
more with Wu-Tang founding member RZA coming up. We also try some restaurants on and off the Strip and show you the Suncoast new sports book just in time for football season.
Let's get started on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Dana Roselli along with Sean McAllister. And we have a great interview coming up to talk all about that U2 immersive concert film. Both you and I went to the opening and our minds were blown.
I mean, it was just incredible. We've got a lot of details coming up about that. But also incredible was that UFC event that was held at Sphere recently.
That was cool. I mean, just last week I was scrolling through Instagram on a weekend. I forgot it was happening and I was like, wow, this looks absolutely amazing. I was seeing like some of the comments and people are going, this just changes the game when it comes to live sporting events.
Yeah, no kidding. And it just goes to show how what we expect from entertainment over at Sphere just continually evolves. And we're going to have more on that a little bit later this half hour.
I can't believe we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the Sphere.
It is hard to believe. It's been a part of our lives for so long now.
I know. We're getting to see more and more of what we can do with it. That's for sure. But first, let's talk about DiscoShow. This is a new show that just kicked off over at the Link, and it's put on by Spiegelworld.
I just want to thank our incredible company for what an incredible show we just witnessed. And maybe the future of Vegas entertainment is without seats. Sure.
I went to the world premiere. This was great. They had a red carpet that was strip side. The whole cast was there. Now, here's the deal. There are like different things that go along with this. You enter in, first of all, there are two bars, 99 Prince and the Glitter Loft. Really cool, very 70s, so disco. And then there's Diner Ross, which is a diner, and also kind of has that New York City disco era diner feel. So there's a lot of different things. Then when you go into the show, Sean, you actually don't sit down. You're standing on the dance floor dancing. So you're kind of part of the show.
So that's unlike anything else we have in Las Vegas.
Yes, really. And you know, a lot of people are like, what? I'm not going to sit down, but you won't even know because you're having so much fun. You're learning dance moves. And then, you know what? There's a very large cast and they're all so talented, excellent dancers. And there's roller skaters. There's a drag queen. And so this is a party. And it is going to take you right back to the 70s and that disco era. They play all the best hits. And I don't want to like give away actually like what is happening around you and the story behind it, because once you go, I think it's kind of fun to discover that. Tickets are only $99, and you were even saying to me, this sounds like a great group event.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it would be a good substitute for a night out at a nightclub.
Right.
You know, because there are the bars that you can go to. There's the show where you're learning all this stuff. There's, you know, Diner Ross where you can go for dinner. You could make an entire night of it.
Yeah, really. And that's the thing. Like, you could do bachelorettes, you could do bachelor parties, you could do just, you know, friend groups, you could do couples, anything. You know, so definitely, I think it's an experience, and it's very Vegas, and I think people are absolutely going to love it. But get ready, Sean, because you learn dance moves.
I'm ready.
Make a little rainbow, rain falling down. down, all this stuff.
Well, listen, if you want to brush up on your disco songs and lyrics, DiscoShow has a channel on Spotify, DiscoShow Radio. So if you just search DiscoShow, they'll have some music that you can play to get you in the mood before heading over there to see the show.
That's a good idea. And feel free to dress up and be the part, like play along, or you can just go normal, but it's fun to add a little glitter.
It is. The Suncoast Hotel and Casino on the west side of the valley has just debuted an all-new sports book, of course, just in time for football season.
Yeah, this is a state-of-the-art sports book. It's located near the east entrance of the casino. It has stadium-style sports viewing, which includes one of the largest high-resolution wraparound LED screens in the Las Vegas Valley, according to them. Yeah, the sports book features booths, rows of contemporary lounge seating, a 130-foot-long sports ticker, that's kind of cool, and an 18-seat bar. Love it. A big welcome back to the Wu-Tang Clan. They announced the extension of their historic hip-hop residency at the Theater at Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas, following their sold-out debut that they did in February and March.
Yeah, and Wu-Tang Clan, the saga continues. The Las Vegas residency is back for more shows, September 27th and 28th. Those are back-to-back shows. We had a chance to sit down and talk with RZA, one of the founding members of the group, about why these shows have worked so well and what we can expect.
Good to see you again. It's been a minute, but Bong Bong, back in the building with you.
Yeah, good to see you too. So it was back in 2012, last time we spoke out here in Las Vegas. And at that time, we actually kind of talked about whether a Wu-Tang residency was something that could happen. And here we are a dozen years later, and it is happening.
Yeah, it's incredible. You can't predict the future, but you can always wish for the future, right?
That's right. So what are all the pieces that came together to make this residency happen?
But it was a long process, as far as first and foremost, getting the guys all together as well, willing to be still and use Vegas as a foundational platform. And then, of course, it took the business to be right? It took a home like the Virgin Hotel Theater, a company like AEG to take a risk or chance of knowing that, hip hop has the ability to be a residence in Vegas. Wu-Tang is that band that could help pioneer that idea. And here we are.
And so you guys kicked off right around Super Bowl time, then you were back around March Madness. What were those shows like for you? I mean, this is the first hip hop residency in Las Vegas too, which has got to be a huge honor.
It's a super honor. And those particular weekends are great weekends, right? When you think about all the sports fans coming in from around the world, Ghostface has fans that'll come see him. Method Man has fans that'll come see him. RZA has fans that'll come see him. And then when you get all of us together and we're performing such an iconic album, such as 36 Chambers, I think that, it has a magnetism to it. And the fun of it has been, I got to honestly tell you, the fun has been, it hasn't been our normal concert. We've integrated actors and dancers and things into it. Just a little bit of fun that you don't normally see at a straight hip hop concert. So we integrated some good showmanship, and I think the fans appreciate it.
We look forward to seeing all you guys back up on stage over at Virgin Hotel the 27th and 28th of this month. Look forward to seeing you here, man.
Thank you. Looking forward as well. Peace.
Coming up, from steak to Italian, we visit a few restaurants on and off the Strip.
And later, we talk to the man behind the U2 immersive concert film that is now playing at Sphere.
If you've experienced a slip and fall, were injured in a place of business or on a construction site, call Level Up Law. Do you have a wrongful death case or been in a motor vehicle accident, even harmed in a rideshare? Our team specializes in personal injury cases. Call Level Up Law now at 855-LEVEL-UP. Elevate your case with Level Up Law. We've got your back. Call 855-LEVEL-UP. Your journey to justice starts here. Level Up Law. Justice at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Let's talk restaurants, one of our favorite topics.
I know. You and I have both gone to dinner separately, and we thought, you know what? I want to tell everyone about this. And you're like, I want to tell everyone about this place I went. So we're like, hey, let's do a restaurant segment.
And on top of that, We get a lot of feedback from viewers that you love restaurant news. So
Right.
Here we go.
All right. Well, my friend was in town, and every year, him and I do a dinner that's really special around our birthdays because we have birthdays 2 days apart. And he always visits Vegas. So he said, I want to go to Peter Luger. So I went, okay, let's go. He's from New York City area, and he likes the Peter Luger in New York City. So we went to the one at Caesar's Palace. And let me tell you, Sean, it was amazing. It's just such a classic. I hadn't been there since the opening, but it was packed on a Tuesday night. Now, first off, the wedge salad with the bacon was out of this world. We also got some steak, of course. Absolutely delicious. They kind of even cook it if you want it a little bit, like say it's medium and you're like, oh, I want it a little darker. They'll cook it right there in the plate. I had the cream spinach, the German potatoes, which they are known for. The wait staff was knowledgeable, really nice. Love the experience. And again, it's a great place for a business dinner, a special occasion, a date night, anything like that.
I also wanted to let you know about Ciao Vino. It is now open over at Boca Park. This is what they call a social chic Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah, it has a climate-controlled outdoor and indoor bar and dining space. They have a wood-fired pizza and Italian specialties. The kitchen offers a selection of regional Italian specialties, so head over there to Boca Park and check it out.
All right, let's keep with the Italian theme here. Off the strip this time, I stopped over to Pasta Cucina at Sunset Station. They have a new menu, which includes a selection of fresh handmade pastas and nice surrounding, too. It makes you feel like you're sitting outside on an Italian piazza. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it does look really cool. So there you have it, folks. Some choices if you want to mark those down and head over to one of those spots. Maybe it's on your side of town. Maybe you want to cross town.
And by the way, also at Pasta Cucina, the first Sunday of each month, they're doing a brunch.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah, everyone's adding brunch because it's become so popular.
Still to come, we chat with the man who filmed the VU2 concert experience at Sphere.
We went to see it, and it was mind-blowing how real it felt. All that coming up next on Vegas Revealed.
Hi, everybody. Debbie Gibson here, and I can't shake my love for Vegas Revealed.
When storms wreak havoc on your property, don't face the aftermath alone. Level Up Law is your ally in natural disaster recovery. Whether it's property damage, wind resulting in downed trees, wildfires, or water damage, our experienced team will help you. Call 855-LEVEL-UP for a free consultation. Call Level Up Law now, 855-LEVEL-UP, and take the first step toward rebuilding your life. Level Up Law, justice at your fingertips. Call today.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, U2 is back as a regular attraction at the Sphere. The band's new concert film, VU2, has been added to the entertainment lineup there.
Yeah, we were there for the debut of this incredible concert film, and to say we were blown away is an understatement. But the question, what did it take to make this film? To find out, we spoke with Andrew Schulkind, who's in charge of filming content at Sphere. Is this something that could have been done in another environment, or would it not translate as well to the screen at Sphere if it wasn't shot inside Sphere using this special camera that was built specifically for Sphere?
I mean, that's exactly it. There's no other way to tell that story and to kind of really tell that moment in time as we did in the venue. I think what's particularly unique about that, and this is different from any other concert film that you've ever seen or will see, is that you're actually hearing the sound mix from that night. So it's not like you're hearing something that's been mixed or sweetened or perfected like it's an album. You're actually hearing the faithful things that happened in that moment. And so instead of it being this kind of like idealized moment, it's really, and this is what was important to the band, you feel all the little personal kind of human moments between the band individually, like interpersonally, between, how they're playing their instruments and different, where they are on the stage, and certainly even how the audience reacts at different times in the show.
Yeah, I mean, I loved hearing the audience noise mixed in with the people that were also live sitting in there at the time. It was like a combination of both, even made it feel like a live concert.
I mean, we sat for probably a week and a half, 2 weeks in the venue, in the middle of the night doing proofing sessions, whether it was for color or for sweetening the mix or whatever it was, 8 or 10 of us in the venue alone. And I would often have to look around and just to remind myself that there's nobody else in the venue. It was that impressive.
Yeah. Now, did you shoot this in one specific night, or did you go different nights, to different shows and kind of compile them together for what you thought was the best experience that showcased the concert like it was live?
It's largely 3 nights, and it's largely one night in particular, which was February 24th. And it was interesting how attuned the band was to what night sort of felt different. And that night was no good. We could have done this song different. And so there were little bits that they really preferred, and they remembered even after having done 40 shows. Oh, well, on this night we wanted this, and this we really loved about this particular moment. So it was really these three nights, and really just one of those was sort of formed probably 70% of the show.
And did the whole band contribute to the editing, the final version of the film that we now see over at Sphere? I know that Edge was super involved.
Edge was very involved. Bono was there. And, what was interesting, I think, about the band and their involvement is they really felt like, and yes, they were all involved in various ways. What was unique about it is that they so bought into the experience of sitting there and trying to just figure out how to make sense out of what the show was. When we were early in the editorial process, the very first kind of like rough edit was very much more of a concert film. We're kind of cutting around because we shot about 8 different angles for that show. And we tried over those 3 nights. One of the reasons why we shot 3 nights is not just to get some variation, but also because we basically deployed 5 cameras in different configurations over the course of those nights. And so it allowed us to kind of get additional things, just sort of common in a concert experience. We also shot a rehearsal so we could get closer on the band. And so, that moment of one was something we didn't want to occlude the rest of the, audience's impression of the show. But of course, the band also didn't have a ton of time to be able to do that. So we were really kind of shoehorning ourselves into narrow moments. But the band was so invested in what the experience was going to be. They were more than I think any other concert film experience where you're sort of telling a more idealized idea. This was a case of like really wanting to faithfully represent what that experience was because it was such a unique moment in time.
Well, it's interesting because we interviewed Darren on the opening of the Sphere on the carpet there before he went in. And I remember like him just being like, listen, everything went as planned, fingers crossed. We think it's great. We think people are going to love it. I mean, so it's been a year where you guys have to get people's reactions. And I mean, as far as you're concerned, things are going the way that you want them to go, right?
I mean, we're definitely figuring out more about the medium. We're understanding more about what people react to. I think one of the things that's most poignant about both the postcard show and this show, as we're finding with kind of like, recurring performances, is you start to hear the patterns of what people react to, what audiences, because it's such a huge data set. You have, thousands of people in one space at a given time. That's so many more than you have in a movie theater. And you're starting to see kind of patterns of how people react. How do people respond to this line? Who laughs? Who gasps? When does this happen? And it's striking how kind of patternized that is. And you can sort of understand a little bit more about like human perception and how people respond to that experience.
And is this the kind of thing that we can expect from other performances that happen at Sphere?
I mean, it would be hard not to. We're still sort of thinking about how we do it, when we do it, when does it make sense? How do we tell that story? How similar, how different? But it certainly feels like something we're interested in exploring further. And I think, the whole purpose of the venue is to take you somewhere. So, where better to take you than right back to where you started from?
Well, literally before our interview, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw Billboard put out the highest grossing residencies of all time. And I saw U2 and Dead and Company on the list. And I was like, already, it's all happened within, it hasn't even been a year.
I know. I will say I've been involved with this project for 5 years. And in those early days, just reflecting back on like, so what exactly is it that you do? Well, it's this venue. It's round. It's kind of hard to describe. It's super wide angle and it's really high resolution. It's sort of like, it's nice to actually see it all coming together.
Yeah.
And as somebody who deals with this technology hands-on, how far do you think the surface has been scratched with what is possible?
Barely. Wow. I really mean that seriously. We're really just even now trying to kind of unpeel how we tell stories. What's the psychology of imaging? How do people respond? Because you're sort of scratching itches people never knew they had. And so it sort of cracks open this rectangle that we're all accustomed to seeing.
It's incredible. And now, we are Vegas Revealed, so we got to ask, can you tell us what's next? We have rumors of a Wizard of Oz film, all sorts of stuff. Anything you can break here on Vegas Revealed?
Sure. What? Oh, is the sound not working? Is this? I can't tell you that. Come on.
Did you just pull the Kourtney Kardashian?
I think it was.
You're very good at that.
You heard it here first.
Love it. Now that is a teaser. I love it. I love it.
Listen, you got to try, right?
Gotta try. We've been in this business a long time, and we didn't get anywhere without trying.
It was a good effort, though.
Up next, get inside Allegiant Stadium and support UNLV.
They even have a Friday night game coming up. That's next on Vegas Revealed.
Never miss an episode of Vegas Revealed.
Set your DVR to record new episodes now.
Stay on top of Las Vegas entertainment news, travel trends, buzzworthy interviews, and insider tips. Set your DVR to record Vegas Revealed and never miss an episode. Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Or watch anytime you want.
Remember to set your DVR.
Call Level Up Law. 855-LEVEL-UP. Level Up Law. Call today.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. We wanted to give a shout out to UNLV Football because for the first time in the program's 50-plus year history, the team has been ranked nationally this season.
This is a big deal, and I'm pumped. I've been watching the score. Every week I've kind of been paying attention. I'm like, oh, we won another. Oh, we won another. Wow, we're on a streak. We won another.
Great. Yes.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff, and I love that they get to play inside Allegiant Stadium. Now, we've talked about this before. If you want to get in and watch a football game, go support UNLV. And what I'm really excited about, Sean, is that, and you and I have talked about this, we're getting tickets. We're going to watch them play Syracuse October 4th. It's a night game. It starts at 6 p.m. And this is the first ever matchup between the Rebels and the Orange. Both you and I are from the Western New York area, so we're excited to see Syracuse play UNLV. Now, listen, they usually play on a Saturday, but it was moved to a Friday night because it's going to be televised nationally on Fox Sports 1, so that's also exciting. The Rebels, again, off to a great start. Get out there, support the team. Let's keep this going. This is the team's 57th season of football. For tickets, you can go to unlvtickets.com, but take a look right now. You're looking at the schedule for the rest of the season, so if you can't get to that game when they play Syracuse, there are plenty of other options, and it's affordable, Sean.
It is. It's very affordable, a great way to get the family over there to watch some football inside of Allegiant Stadium. And really can't overstate how excited we are for the entire team, the coaching staff, everyone involved in UNLV football. We know that there's been a lot of hard work to get to where you are right now and to be nationally ranked this season. So well done.
Yeah. And really for the campus as a whole, right? I'm sure it ignites all the students that actually don't play football. I mean, listen, it's tough because, once the wins start coming, you really can't help but just all of a sudden be like, I want this to keep going, embrace the team, and just, get them moving all the way to the playoffs.
Well, and the excitement from fans helps fuel what happens on the field there, too. So, well done, UNLV football.
Hey, and we're also going to a Raiders home game, the first home game, and so we'll have coverage of that in the next week or the week after there. We're excited to tell you about a new tailgate experience.
That's right. That's it for us this week on Vegas Revealed. We'll see you back here next week.